Okay, let's talk about the philosophical method. And you can just bullet point, put number 1, doubt and question in your notes. Philosophy begins with wonder, but it goes further. It's an attempt to formulate, understand, and answer fundamental questions in life. This is another thing that we're doing. This is one of the things we're doing studying philosophy. We want to clarify questions and claims to remove ambiguity. That means take away the fuzziness in our thought life, in our questions, in our quest for understanding the universe and life and all of those big things. We're trying to remove the ambiguity, any gray, fuzzy areas. We want to try to clarify that, okay? And we want to put things into terms that people understand, which I already mentioned in presuppositions. We have to have common terms. But you're going to find that there is some difficulty in coming to common terms. And I'll give you an example that Plato uses. Somebody tell me what justice is. That word justice, we all know that term, right? Justice. We want justice. We should have justice in our society, right? Does anybody think we should not have justice in our society? Everybody just, free for all, do what they want to do, and have anarchy, and everybody is their own little ruler, and think that's a good idea? Okay, so no anarchists here. All right, so justice. But now, I want you to explain to me, give me a definition of what is justice. Somebody give me there's definitions in the dictionary. I'm not asking for that. Just give me your definition. What is justice?
You get what you deserve.
Okay. Get what you deserve. Okay. That's not bad. I like that. Somebody else.
Kind of a balance of...
We got the idea of the scales, right? Yeah, that's the justice. You got the, those legal scales going on there. Okay. That idea of balance, that idea of getting what you deserve, whether good or bad, maybe, right? This is something that we have to come to grips with, is identifying terms like this. And in philosophy, now, if I said, I want you to define a house for me, well, your definition of a house is going to look a little bit different than an Iraqi's definition of a house, because their houses have flat roofs, and they mostly use, I want to say stucco type, they have brick homes, and then they put that sort of outer, concrete type finish to them, and that's the way they do a house. So the appearance is going to be a little different, but your basic definition of a place that keeps you dry and warm and all this, all that might fit. But when it comes to a term like justice, what we're going to find is we have a little bit different concept, each of us. Because, as you said, everybody get what they deserve. Okay, but let's carry that one out a little further. Everybody gets what they deserve. Okay, but who says who deserves what? Who gets to say so? See, there's a problem that you have already. Who gets to say who deserves what? See? What do you think you deserve? Oh, well, let's make it personal. What do you think you deserve?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you personally. What do you think you deserve?
In regards to what?
Anything. What do you think you deserve?
A good life.
Okay.
But, I don't know.
Oh.
Well, I'm
It's
thinking like
open-ended.
justice, like in court or something, justice, I don't know.
Okay. No, it's okay. I'm not trying to pressure you. It's not a right or wrong answer. It's not. It's really not.
It depends on what you do, like your what you do is I don't know. Come back to me and I'll think what I'm trying to say.
Anybody else? He's had some time to think about it now that I've picked on her. Yeah.
I kind of get what she's saying. She can't explain it like I can't explain it, but I understand what she means. Like, you get what you deserve. Like, if you kill somebody, I feel like you should go to jail. I'm iffy on the death penalty. I don't think I'm not like an eye for an eye person. You kill somebody, you should get killed too. I don't agree with that, but I think it's really consequence. But I think that's the easy route. You get killed when you kill somebody, you die too. So there's really no consequence if you die. Maybe you want to die, so it's like you kill somebody. So, I don't know, but I get what she's saying, but she can't explain it. I can't explain it either, but I get you, so.
Well, I'm sure we'll get into the death penalty thing more along in the ethics. And of course, one of the issues there is it doesn't just affect the individual who murders somebody, it affects all society that's footing the tab for that guy being in prison for the rest of his life, which becomes very expensive. But then there's the appeals process that's very expensive too, because it's free for him to get that lawyer that's charging big bucks to take it back to court and keep appealing it and all that. So that's a whole other ballgame. We have that sense. We all have a sense of justice, don't we? Where's that come from? I mean, mom and dad give it to you. I don't know. It seems kind of inherent to human beings. We have that sense of justice. You know, monkeys, I don't know if they have that sense of justice or not. They sort of just pick the fleas off their buddies and eat them. But
what class?
this is Philosophy 101.
101?
Well, 1123 actually has.
I'm just taking a survey of who's in
Okay.
class.
Yeah, this is Philosophy 1123.
Oh, nice.
So, okay. All right. They made an announcement that the security guard passed away. I thought it was him. I'm so glad he's still around. I recognize that guy. So I was like, man, that guy, he looked that old, you know. I haven't anybody. Okay, so it wasn't him. Anyway, so we're talking about justice, getting what we deserve. What about somebody else? Okay, you mentioned somebody kills somebody, murder, no question about it, dead to rights. Bloody blood doesn't necessarily get anybody convicted these days, but say his DNA. Of course, if you've got a twin brother, that became an interesting case. But he is not a twin. He's the one and only. Got him on videotape. Dead to rights. Know it's him. No way to appeal it because this guy did it. All right, he is guilty. Now, what he deserves, you say he definitely deserves at least to go to jail. I mean, you say at least he needs to go to jail, prison, be taken away from society because we can't have that going on in society. So, how long does he deserve to be behind bars?
I think until he dies.
Until he dies, okay. Life in prison.
He should ever get out.
Okay.
He might do it again.
All right. Anybody think that he should ever get another chance? That he should ever, his parole should come up?
Well, I think it all depends on why he killed him.
Yeah.
We're talking about murder. We're not talking about. Well, now that's a good point. Now, did he kill him because he was
Well, what if a kid was getting...
sleeping with his wife, and there was a little bit of a rage there? Is that what you mean? The motive behind it?
Stuff like that, and
Okay.
like imperfect self-defense and stuff like that.
Now, self-defense wouldn't be murder. That would be,
Excessive force.
yeah. Okay, excessive force. That still would probably get looked at as manslaughter. But I guess that depends on what.
Well, these people that go to prison for, if they get in a car wreck and there's a pregnant woman and the baby dies, but the woman lives, they get, something. Yeah, and they go to prison, but it was a complete accident. They didn't know that woman was pregnant. Why should they go to prison?
No one should be in trouble for that.
It's happened.
So you talking about somebody
calling a woman to lose a right.
an abortion, which is interesting because if it's punitive in one regard, but yet it's defended if the woman does it voluntarily. Isn't that interesting? It's considered life in one instance, but not life in another instance, which is a very interesting irony that we have in our laws. But yeah, you raise a good question. Okay. Let's see. Oh, one of the things we'll talk about is distinguishing between conceptual questions and empirically verifiable questions. And what that means is stuff that you can actually prove through the five senses. All right, that word empirical, you're going to see that come up, and we'll see that as a formal definition later. Empiricism is the belief that you can only truly know anything through experience, and that's through your five senses. You can't really have knowledge of something unless you've experienced it.